Okay.
Nah, but let's switch back to soccer.
Okay. Talking about experiences. Okay.
You said what?
No, I'm talking about experiences. I think this is gonna be a good conversation to have about this player.
Yeah. Nah, Erling Haaland, right? I don't know. Like,
It's hard to
I'm
it's hard
not
to word the
saying he's
question.
not a great player or very good player, whatever you want to call him.
He's a good player. He's not great.
But I just feel like when I see him in big games, he doesn't step up. And look, I'm not trying to bring this back to Chelsea, but like, let's say a guy like Drogba. You know when a final comes, or you know when a big matchup comes, like one of the big top teams in England, you know he's showing up.
Right. And
Haaland just doesn't do that for me.
This is not hating for
he's
people
young,
that think,
to be fair.
No,
he's still young.
For those who might think that you're hating, this is not hate. But like these are just some facts out there, right? So Haaland has played in 5 finals with Man City. In how many of those finals do you think he scored in? He's played 5 finals. How many finals do you think he scored in?
1.
No.
Not even 1?
He's not scored in any finals for Man City yet.
Wow.
All right? So that's a problem. Who would you consider the top 6 teams in the Premier League? Not like this season, but like all time though. Who's when people say the big 6, who's the big 6?
Chelsea.
Okay.
Man U, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool.
Right? Now, let's take those 6 teams, right? So we'll take those five teams since he's playing for one of them, right? He's played 19 games against them. How many goals do you think he scored against, like, in those 19 games?
19?
Yeah.
Seven?
No, it's a little bit more than that. He scored 12 goals in those games.
Okay.
19 games, scored 12 goals, right? You'll think that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Guess in how many of those games he actually didn't score a goal in?
Didn't score a goal?
Didn't score a goal in.
So, wait, so 7.
So those 19 games that he's played.
Yes.
Think about the amount of games that he hasn't scored a goal in. He scored 12 goals.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, he scored 12 goals in 19 games.
12 goals.
How many
19
games did he not score a goal in?
Yeah,
10.
that's you're right. You're on the money on that.
Okay,
so he hasn't scored in 10 games.
Yeah,
against those big teams, right? And the bad thing is that he's also, that he's never scored against a big 6 club away from home.
Really?
Yeah, he has not. He has yet to score. He has yet to score a goal away from home against a top 6 team. Wow. So I think it is some troublesome. And I think if you're thinking about greats, we think about greats being game changers and not just like regular season kind of games. We're talking about game changers when it matters the most in the biggest stage on the biggest platforms in a way, right? So like he hasn't hit that yet compared to like if we're talking about greats, we're talking about the likes of the Zinedine Zidanes. We're talking about Lionel Messi. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. We're talking about, right, we got to give a shout out to Ronaldinho's, right? Right? So these are what we call game changers. These are guys who,
okay, this is my thing with the game changer argument. They're different types of players, right? Like, a game changer is not just defined about you. Like, not everybody's a Eden Hazard or Messi or Neymar who could just grab a ball 30 yards and just dribble and create something for your team.
Right.
To be fair, there's different
levels of game changer.
So, but I will say, the greatest strikers always find a way to be. I just feel like, to be fair, he's young.
In the biggest stages, though.
In the biggest stage, they find a way to be seen.
Right.
Obviously, when you make it to a final, you're facing some of the best teams, best defenders, whatever, best coaches, all that. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's not supposed to be as easy as facing a Middlesbrough or, sorry, Ewan, a Middlesbrough or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're facing top level. But my thing with Haaland is just, I just don't feel like he, like I said, you see a guy like Drogba, like, he's going to step up to the plate.
Lewandowski,
Luis Suarez, whatever.
Right.
And I just feel like especially the numbers he puts up, we should not see that type of drop, or this should not be a question.
Like even low key, some of the ones that we didn't mention before, Ibrahimovic, Ibrahimovic, Robin van Persie, right? These are some great strikers, but like when the stage is at its biggest, these guys just shine above the rest.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I think we're yet to like. I think Haaland has it. I think it just hasn't. It just hasn't been released yet because I feel like he's not being creative enough in a way, and it's he has to get that one-on-one game going, right? When you can't beat defenders as a striker, if you can't beat the defenders one-on-one, then your real job is just what? Then to stay in the box and just wait for headers and stuff like that. If you ain't getting those crosses in, because like
find ways to be effective.
Yeah, so he hasn't really found different ways
to be effective. Yeah, but also I feel like, to be fair, like there's different like sometimes styles of play clash. Like for example, against Arsenal, like Arteta is a student of Guardiola, so a lot of their play styles are similar. So the game's maybe not as open, or the game's maybe not whatever. So it's not such a simple fix, but the great players find a way to at least be involved. I'm not saying you got to score. Maybe get an assist. Maybe get that hockey assist. Something. Just try to find ways to stay in the game.
This is also like an interesting stat I did not know until I researched this. But in those 10 games that he didn't score in, right? 9 of them were like blank slates. Means that 0 goals, 0 assists. Only one of them were only one of the 10 that he actually assisted in a game. So I think that's and like in those games too, he played 90 minutes in all of them except for like one against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like against those big teams, that's what we really want you to do. And in the final 3 games for the Champions League, he didn't score in any of them. So that means the semifinals he didn't score in, and the final he didn't score in. Both legs of the semifinals against Real Madrid he didn't score in. The final against Inter he didn't score or anything like that. And I think we were all waiting for that big Haaland moment. Like yes, they won it and all that, but he was not really a key factor in at least that final of them winning it. If you see what I mean.
No, yeah.
Right. So to piggyback off of that real quick, then who do you think is the best? Who do you think is the best actually soccer player right now playing the game?
I think it has to be Kylian Mbappé, I think.
Right. I will also agree with you too. I think if you're looking for the most complete player in the game right now, it probably will be Kylian Mbappé. He's one of those guys who actually are. He's one of the game changers that I think that we're talking about. So when you're talking about the Messis, the Ronaldinhos, the Hazards, even right, Hazard's he probably not gonna go down as a top 10 player of all time. No, probably not gonna go down as a top 10 player of all time. But if we're talking about game changers wise, this man can win you a game.
Give me the ball.
Give me the ball and get out my way.
Trust him.
He will do something with it, right? So with all respect with that, although I hate Chelsea,
take us there.
I hate Chelsea. I fully on hate Chelsea. I'll say it again. I hate Chelsea. I'll say it one more time. I hate Chelsea. But Eden Hazard is that type of player. He is that game changer. He has quality. He has everything that a game changer needs to have, right? And Mbappe, I feel like has those already, right? And he's already won at the biggest stage there is, right? And he was a big factor in them winning. Like it's not like he was on the bench and they won a World Cup. No, he was on the field playing, scored a bunch of goals, in which that led them to win the World Cup. Not only that, but then he piggybacked off of that and carried basically France into that World Cup final against Argentina, and that final was probably one of the greatest finals of all time, and he probably had the greatest performance, I'll say, in a final of all time, in the World Cup final of all time, right? Scoring a hat trick in the World Cup final. That's
you could say that. You could say that.
Huh? I think it's probably one of the greatest.
It's up there. I wouldn't say the greatest. I think it's up there. But
okay. Like,
No,
what's
I
that
think
80th minute hit?
he's a
And, like,
complete. I here's the thing. I think he's the greatest. I already said that, but I love Messi, but I think Messi has that style of play that he created where everybody says like he just stands around because he's thinking and waiting to collect the ball and all that. I feel like that's created a negative trend in soccer. Like I'm not saying it was him. I'm sure Messi got it from other. Messi got it. Like I'm not saying Ronaldinho was running all the time either.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like it kind of became a popular thing with Messi. Obviously, social media helps with that. Whatever.
It also depends on what your coach and what your other teammates.
Yes, but I just don't like Haaland's. I just don't like Haaland's like.
I think when we're saying the Messi and Hazard thing, I think we're talking about Messi and Hazard standing around waiting for the ball to come. I think that's a different thing than Haaland.
I said Haaland. Sorry. Mbappé.
Yeah, okay,
Mbappé.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, Mbappé.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of those. I don't like the idea like, yo, I dribble, I lose the ball, and now my teammates gotta go. Like, I'm not, obviously if you're playing a position, you're not gonna run not like 50 yards.
We're not saying to be a left winger and go run play.
Yes.
And go play center back.
But show some effort. Right. That's the only thing.
I think that's missing in our
and
sports
his attitude, of course, like has some question, but in terms of a footballer, he's a baller. And honestly, I think he does I really think he's gonna win the Champions League with
I don't think so. Like I said before, I think Barca's gonna win it. Like I said, and I
and
fully
if he
stay by
wins
that.
it with this PSG team, like now he really establishes himself. Like, because here's the thing that I think Mbappé is the best player, but I don't think soccer is fully post-Messi yet.
It's not. It's
like,
not.
I think they're post-Cristiano, especially the World Cup and everything.
Right.
Like, I think they're post. I think Cristiano's more in that, like, he's up there, of course, but like in terms of right now, he's not really.
He's not. No, he's not.
I don't think the world is post-Messi yet, because I think the world is having a tough time separating, like, yo, he was just the best player on the World Cup team,
and now he's
Inter Miami. He decided to sign for Inter Miami. So obviously, once you think MLS, you think retirement league, you think he's no longer the best.
Copa America's coming this year. He's going to be an important factor in that.
It's like, I don't think the world is post-Messi yet. Like,
okay, the Argentina squad, man.
And then
we ain't talking about that.
Garnacho's even starting to like.
I can't wait to talk about that. Hopefully, another episode coming up. Mm-hmm. But Argentina, they're a scary team to look at.
But I think we can agree Mbappé is definitely the best player in the world. But I don't. That the Messi era is not as done as we think it is.
It's not done. Okay, then another question I have for you then. For years, that rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo was that kind of rivalry, right? Mm-hmm. Which two do you see having that same kind of rivalry, or is there not much? So the two now, is it like more like a 3 or 4 or 5?
I think it's a group right now. I think it's a group. I think it's more. I think that group right now is Mbappé, Haaland, Jude, Vinny. I think Vinny's in the group. I think that's the major 4.
Okay. Which two do you think can differentiate themselves from the
Mbappé and Jude? I think is
Mbappé and Jude's gonna be.
I think Mbappé and Jude.
Okay.
But I think it's hard because give Foden, like, let's say another year or so, it's kind of like now you might have to start like.
Okay. All right.
Now yeah.
Okay. So before we end, real quick then, do you want to fix that list that you had me for? Do you want to give a different list?
Probably not, man. I want to show love to all my teammates, all my brothers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. I switch you from 4th. Now I switch somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why am I doing that to them?
Because
this was a team captain, by the way. Don't you think a team captain would want to, like, yo, that's my teammate, like, nah. Team captain want to be first.
This is past. Like, this is in the past now. We don't care about that no more. We need stories to.
Like, come on, bro. It's 20.
I need stories to tell the grandkids in the future. Like, I can't have the grandkids watching this thing and be like, okay, so this kid put me 4th.
That was blind though.
Don't matter. Like now, okay, now you have the time to fix it. So fix it.
I don't want to fix it. I'm good. Timeout, yes, sir.
Thank you guys for watching.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button to see when we upload.
Thank you for your support. We'll see you guys next time.